Now, the Enforcement Directorate is conducting searches at the premises of Delhi's AAP lawmaker Amanatullah Khan as part of a money laundering investigation. Now, these searches are being undertaken under provisions of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, and the visuals shared by news agencies show heavy security deployment outside Amanatullah Khan's Okhla residence where the raids are underway. So, big update coming in from the national capital itself, and it seems to be more trouble for the Aam Aadmi Party as the Enforcement Directorate is conducting searches at Delhi's AAP lawmaker Amanatullah Khan's residence. CNN News 18's Nikhil Lakhwani is joining us to give us more details about the raids that are underway at Amanatullah Khan's residence. Nikhil, over to you.
So actually, we are currently reporting from outside the residence of Aam Aadmi Party MLA Amanatullah Khan, and this is the exact place where during the V hours, many of the officers from the Enforcement Directorate, they reached here, and we have been given to understand that there are multiple locations related to AAP MLA which are currently being raided by the enforcement agencies. You can see in the visual that this is the particular building, and we have been further informed that on the ground floor there is office of AAP MLA Amanatullah Khan, and the other floors are of the residential area where his family usually resides. So this is the place in the Okhla constituency where he is MLA from, and these raids are happening in connection with the Delhi WAQF board. Remember, he is the chairman of the Delhi WAQF board, and there are many of the allegations which have been pressed against him that there are certain of the financial irregularities which have taken place during his tenure when he was currently holding the charge of the Delhi WAQF board, and also there are appointment as well which are part of the controversy, which says that few of the appointments were not made as per the provisions which were said to be done by Aam Aadmi Party MLA Amanatullah Khan. So this is the reason why in the previous months as well we have seen that some of the raids have taken place, some of the searches as well have taken place from the side of the Anti-Corruption Bureau, for which he was also arrested for few days later. He was released on bail. So this is the raid which is happening in connection of the same. So there are multiple charges which are pressed against him, and the diaries were also found during the last ACB searches. So in connection with the same, the team of the ACB and the ED officials, so to say, they reached here at about 5 or 6 a.m. this morning. 4 to 5 members of the ED, they are already inside, and the searches are currently being carried out at the premises of AAP MLA. So this is another reason, given the sensitivity of the nature. We have known this particular area since past many years now. So given that that reason as well, the locals have also gathered in a huge number, and this is something which is evident in the pictures as well. And because of the same, the paramilitary forces in the safe side, they have also been deployed to keep a check on the overall law and order situation, because these are some of the places which are very compact in nature, and such is the scene which is coming in from the Okhla area. Back to you.
Also, Nikhil, have any recoveries been made so far?
Well, as mentioned earlier, because this is not the first time when his residence has been raided. Earlier as well, when the ACB was carrying out the investigation, at that time there was some of the evidence which were collected by ACB, and we have been further informed that few of the diaries were also recovered, where all the data, all the inquiries, all the feeds related to the appointment to Delhi WAQF board, they were recorded by Aam Aadmi Party MLA. So that was one of the basis, and after which he was also arrested by the Anti-Corruption Bureau, after which he had to go inside the jail as well. But now he is out on the bail, but followed on the money trail which has been recovered by the ACB. The ED has now taken over the case, because some of the financial irregularities have also come out during the investigation. So now we are seeing that the raids are happening at this premises, and to mention again for all those viewers who are now joining us on CNN News 18, that this is the official residence of Aam Aadmi Party MLA from the Okhla constituency, Amanatullah Khan. On the ground floor there is office. On the rest of the floors there is the residential property where he resides along with his children and wife as well. And we have been told that this is not the only property which is currently being searched by the ED officials. There are other properties as well in the capital city which are also being inspected, interrogated by the ED officials. And at about 5 to 6 a.m. they reached out here. But speaking further about the evidence, the diary is something which is said to be the prime evidence where all the entries were made. So there are two of the charges, main charges which have been pressed against him. Firstly is the financial irregularities in the Delhi Waqf Board, out of which the case is already underway in the court of law. Another is the illegal appointment which have been done by Aam Aadmi Party MLA Amanatullah Khan, because he continues to be the chairman of the Delhi Waqf Board. So there are two of the main charges which have been pressed against him, but the money laundering charge is something for which the ED is currently carrying out their search operation. Back to you.
All right, Nikhil, please stay with us. We also have CNN News 18's Arunima joining us on this story. Arunima, so we're learning that ED is conducting these raids after getting some proofs which emerged during the investigation by the Anti-Corruption Bureau. Can you throw some more light on it?
Yes, ACB and CBI both investigated Amanatullah Khan. He was arrested also and questioned. And during those investigations, they suspected that not only was illegal gratification accepted for making these allegedly illegal appointments in the Waqf Board, but subsequently the gratification, the bribe money, was laundered. That it was either invested using Hawala channels, or perhaps it was even taken out of circulation outside the country. So the nodal agency to investigate these charges is the Enforcement Directorate. CBI and ACB shared the suspicion and shared the reason why they were suspecting this with the ED, based on which searches began this morning. Searches are being carried at more than one location. His Jamia residence is being raided, like Nikhil is reporting. Essentially, they're looking at digital devices and looking at documents which can establish financial transaction, the money trail. That would emphasize what they are alleging, that not only was illegal gratification taken, but the money allegedly was laundered.
All right, Arunima, thank you so much for those details. We're now slipping into a very short break. We'll be right back with more stories on the other side. Stay with us.